fight and take on an even
Zoom
greater
video
fight.
conferencing
We have a senior senator
featuring
that seems to
video
be
and
more
audio
interested in
clarity
promoting herself
with screen
than
sharing.
working for the people of
Free
Massachusetts.
accounts are
And
available
if I decide to make
at
this run for the United States
zoom.us.
Senate, I promise
That's
you this.
zoom.us.
You'll have somebody who will work
Zoom
every day,
video
who will not
conferencing.
write a book, will be doing everything
If you're
I can
interested
to
in
make sure
flipping 5 to
that I
6
represent
houses this
your
year to
interests. I
supplement
listen
your
to
income,
you.
then Nick
I take
Vertucci
that
has an
down to
opportunity
Washington,
for
D.C.,
you.
and I
Over the
don't
last
crumble
10 years, Nick
when
has flipped more
Republicans
than
or
800
Democrats put
houses
pressure on
using
me,
his
because they haven't
3G
done it on
strategy,
Beacon Hill,
getting
and I
in,
promise
getting
I
out,
won't do
and
it in
getting
Washington,
paid.
D.C.
The Boston area is perfect for Nick's strategy, so he's looking for a small group of people to join his team that want to learn how to make money flipping houses. Right now, Nick's giving away his Fortunes and Flipping Kit to introduce his 3G strategy and find motivated people that want to learn how to spot a house priced for a fix and flip, how to use alternative money sources to fund deals, and how to sell a house to maximize profits. So if you're ready to join Nick's team, call 1-800-615-3038 right now to get your free Fortunes and Flipping Kit. Call 1-800-615-3038 now, and as a bonus, he'll give you free tickets to a workshop he's hosting, plus a free smartwatch just for attending his information-packed workshop. So call 1-800-615-3038. That's 1-800-615-3038 to get your free kit today.
Are you taking Viagra and tired of paying $50 per tablet? Marley Drug has generic Viagra for just $10 per tablet. $10 for generic Viagra is a savings of $40 per dose. Call now and get free shipping on 10 tablets or more of generic Viagra. Marley Drug is a North Carolina pharmacy licensed in all 50 states. For information, go to marleygenerics.com or call us at 800-853-6375. That's 800-853-6375.
Does your current mortgage give you anxiety? Did you miss out on the low rates in 2017? Feel like you're in too deep? Today, there are 2 solutions. The first is to medicate yourself. Every day, you can pop a little pill to relieve your stress. These pills may cause certain side effects, including nervous tics, dry mouth, constipation, migraines, chest pain, stomach ulcers, blurred vision, a scaly...
All right, coming back here.
The second solution is to refinance your mortgage with Embrace Home Loans. Simply call 800-644-3327. That's 800-644-3327, and you could get a lower rate and start saving money. A refinance with Embrace Home Loans may cause certain side effects, including lower monthly payments, debt consolidation, extra cash for home repairs or college, sleeping better at night, and an overwhelming sense of freedom. If you choose to refinance with Embrace, do it right away. Call 800-644-3327 now, before the rates go up again. Embrace Home Loans, NMLS 2184, Equal Housing Lender, not a commitment to lend. Massachusetts Mortgage Lender and Broker License MC 2184, License Rhode Island Lender and Broker.
WRKO, the voice of Boston, an iHeart radio station.
That depth of a sure plays a mean pinball.
It is time, people. The WRKO box office is now open. Be the 7th caller. 617-931-1680. And you will win a pair of tickets to see The Who. The show is Friday, September 13th. And it's where? Oh, that's right. It's at Fenway. The Who at Fenway. Pair of tickets right now if you're caller number 7, 617-931-1680. For tickets and information, visit livenation.com, by the way. That is sweet. That's one where you wish the employees were eligible, but we're not. So you get it if you're caller number 7 right now. 617-266-6868 is the phone number. Steve Robinson joins us. He of the Howie Carr Show. And Steve, I bow down, my friend.
VB the Wise, how are you doing, my friend? Why are you bowing to me this time?
There are some things in life that I wish that I could do. There are other things I wish I couldn't do. If I never jump out of an airplane, that is fine with me. If I never stand above the Grand Canyon with a glass floor below me, that's fine with me. But if I could turn back time and figure out a way to dunk a basketball in a game, yep, want to do it. And you, my friend, have video proof that you indeed did do that once in your life.
Yeah, so I actually, I just recently got married, and one of my high school friends came up with footage of my last high school basketball game in Gursky Gymnasium in Dexter, Maine. And that was, I'd been trying to get a dunk down during the games, but it just, the magic never happened. But in that one, it did. So my friend gave me footage of it, and I just happened to mention it off the cuff because the Chump Line callers were making fun of me the other day when I was filling in. And I said that I dunked in high school. Grace Curley didn't believe me, so I had to come up with the receipts.
The only issue is, how do we really know that's you? I mean, it's a bit of a Zapruder film. It's somebody dunked. Is it? I mean, how do we know it's you? But I'll take you at your word.
I've got the entire game tape. I'm willing to release the full tape, the unedited version, as it were.
How many did you have in that game, by the way?
I think I went for 18.
Nice. That's the way to go out, Robinson.
Yeah, no,
right
we won that prelim game. Didn't work out for us in playoffs at the Bangor Auditorium, but it was a good final win in your hometown gymnasium. So yeah, I'm no bridge team champ. I'll just put it that way.
We love videos that celebrate the misery of others, and Howie's elbow, for example, would be one of them, the bike crash. This is not that. This is, you know what? This is Robinson doing something. There are times when you say, bravo, my man. Bravo. I'm jealous, and I'd love to bust you on this. You did it. And you got teed up for it.
Yes,
which I actually look at that and go, I'm not sure that's tee worthy. That seemed like a quick whistle.
I pretty much did a chin up on the rim, and I can tell you, Coach Peter Murray was pretty displeased with me for getting a foul.
What did he say? Do you recall?
Yeah, he told me I was a bleeping idiot in the locker room because that put me in foul trouble. So the team's MVP had to ride the pine for a little bit in the third quarter. Then they brought me back in with 4 fouls, and I had to thread the needle to bring my team to victory. VB,
you don't even care if you lose if you dunk in the game. I mean, you would make that trade every time. I don't care, especially if it's a non-playoff game. But yes, I'll take the L if it means I dunked and we have video of it. That's phenomenal.
But the sad thing is, VB, that was more than 10 years ago, and I doubt I could touch the net at this point.
Doesn't matter. You did it once, Robinson, and no one can deny it now, so congratulations, my friend.
Well, I won't be posting any of the film from my football career where I got sacked upwards of 20 times.
That's not on you. Some of it is, but that's on the line, and that's on the strategy, and that's on the coaching and all that. Hey, obviously I know the answer to this question, but I've pre-ordered your Jim Acosta book, correct?
Yeah, I have. I'm looking forward to this book. Is there any more just smug, unneeded book that we could ever possibly need? I mean, this guy's not a journalist, okay? He's never broken a story in his life. He's just an idiot who's going to make a lot of money on this book because he stands in the press briefing room when Sarah Huckabee Sanders can tolerate him and screams nasty things at Kellyanne Conway, or says, lies about President Trump and his plans for the southern border. It's just another thing that makes me hate the state of American politics at this point in time. Do you
write this now? Like it's about his war with Trump, just Trump and the media battles, but don't you wait till the presidency's over, at least the first term?
Yeah, but I don't even buy the premise of the title of his book. It's a dangerous time to be reporting. Yes, it's so dangerous here in America for journalists that Jim Acosta is going to write a book, no doubt filled with lies and innuendo and attacks on the president of the United States, and he's going to be celebrated for it. That's dangerous, really, really dangerous. Tell me, who is the journalist in America who has suffered for making fun of the most powerful person in the world right now? None of them. It's so dangerous that they're rewarded for making fun of and spreading lies about the president of the United States.
The only reason I have audio up on my computer, which you can hear now, is because I was listening to the call of Steve dunking, or trying to. But, a dangerous time to tell the truth in America. You know me, Robinson, because you've yelled at me before about this stuff. I'm not always the guy that goes, oh, boy, here we go. But based on the Covington Catholic interviews that Savannah Guthrie did over the last 2 days on the Today Show, is she telling the truth in America? Because it looked like a pretty jaded, not backed up by the video, 2 interviews that she did over the last 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, Guthrie goes to the kid and says, do you think you should have apologized? And then she goes to this left-wing activist and stolen valor liar and says, do you think you were owed an apology? I mean, come on, it's a complete double standard. But
and
you know what?
Okay? Are you okay?
Yeah. Are you okay? Yeah. I mean, right after Jim Acosta's book deal, here comes the book deal for Nathan Phillips. Yeah. Ugh, but I put a little bit of the blame for the whole Savannah Guthrie thing on the parents. I mean, they got a little too gung-ho about their PR strategy here. This was entirely predictable what was going to happen, and you don't put high school kids into a den of vipers with the mainstream media.
Let's put it this way. I don't know what Howie's working on next, but I feel like you, Robinson, might need to do the counter book to Jim Acosta's book.
No, he's not even worthy of a counter book. He's not. He's gonna sell 250,000 copies of this book, and nobody's gonna get past the first page where it says Dear Diary, Orange Man bad.
Yeah, that's true. Finally, Steve Robinson, our favorite senior senator, Elizabeth Warren, as you well know, is proposing a wealth tax. It's with people that have more than $50 million in assets, at least according to her advisors. I know you're all for this.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. This tax plan, as I just tweeted out a moment ago, it's going to be wildly popular with people who blame others for their own failures. They're going to like this. There's a vein of American envy that has always been around that blames successful people for their own failures. It's gotten a whole lot bigger these days with the rise of Bernie Sanders and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. So she'll capitalize on this. But here's the thing. Even if this was to pass, no one's going to pay it. Very few people will pay it. Their income, I guess the revenue projections for this, $2.75 trillion over the next 10 years, way off. Because look what happened in France. They tried to impose a wealth tax, and you know what people with $50 million or $1 billion can do pretty easily? Move. Okay. And in France, they saw an exodus of wealthy people into neighboring nations. It's just mind boggling. See, the liberals have this idea of like a static economy so that people don't actually react to tax policy. And whether it's, in Philadelphia, they impose the soda tax and then these grocery stores start going bankrupt because people are avoiding them because they don't want to pay the soda tax, or it's the millionaire's tax. People respond to taxes. People like to keep their stuff. And somehow this is like a groundbreaking concept for Elizabeth Warren and her socialist crew.
Well, also, I feel like she's trying to do this, be something to everybody where you look like you're really bold, but you're not. At least in AOC's case, she's talking about $10 million, and then she's talking about 70% or whatever. Warren's talking about a 2% tax on stuff over $50 million. I assume the hard lefties like, are you joking? Because I assume they want this at like 500,000 and they want it at like 90%.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I hadn't thought about it that way, VB. But when you think about Elizabeth Warren being the voice of moderation on economic policy in the Democrat Party, that really shows you just how far left they've gone. What I really appreciate is the apology tour that some of these older hands are having, like Joe Biden. He's everything from criminal justice to drug policy to economic policy. He's going on an apology tour now because these positions are now considered. They were just like centrist, bipartisan consensus positions, but now they're anathema to the far left, which he has to appease if he wants to even be in the 2020 conversation.
You got to get ready for your show, Steve, and I don't want to tell you how to do your show, but if I were you and I had that video of me, Duncan, the poll question today would be, what should be my nickname going forward? Dr. Duncanstein, Big Nasty, like I'm coming up with 4 that are, yep, because I dunked and you didn't.
I'm Big Steve,
Yeah, Big Steve's not. That doesn't carry. That no. I vote no on that.
Okay.
You got to get Dunk or Slam or Jam or something in there.
Well, I think Big Steve's better than Virgin Boy.
Big Steve, Whammer, Jammer. Okay, we can do that. Come up with something. But man, you dunked.
I'm not going to trust Howie Carr to come up with my nickname because he doesn't. He tends not to favor positive nicknames. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but you dunked. I mean, that's the thing. I know how I got mine, and that's how it happened. Had I had video to back it up, I might have been okay. All right, Steve, you're coming up at 3. We look forward to it, my friend.
All right, thanks, VB.
Howie Carr Show, obviously, Steve, Grace, and the big man, the captain. They'll be on right at 3. In the meantime, hey, Lightning, 2 things quickly. Yep. Who won them?
Who won what?
Who got the ticks?
Oh, my goodness. Peggy.
Peggy's going to see the Who at Fenway. That's fantastic. Fantastic, Peggy. Great job. Congratulations. When we come back, I want to do a quick one on this. I've been doing a little research. I just tweeted out at VB the Wise what I think is the granddaddy of them all. Since it's National Beer Can Day, and we didn't know that, Lightning, what's the best beer can there ever was? I'll give you my pick, and I want to hear yours when we come back. 617-266-6868. It's VB right here on WRKO. Land a Grand is back on RKO. Yep, we got your shot at $1,000 every hour. How about $1,000 for VB? Just 1 hour. That would be great. But no, you get a shot every hour. The Cooner Man. Why does the Cooner Man get to give the keyword at the top of the hour from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.? How about VB gets to give the code word at the top of the... Did I just go third person there on myself? I think I did. Who cares? We're talking about land a grand. So the Cooner Man's going to give you the code word, and you got a shot to land a grand every hour from WRKO.
The one-size-fits-all nature of many mass-produced pharmaceutical prescription medications may not work for you. Many people have unique healthcare needs that commercially available medications just cannot meet. If you're one of those people, a customized compounded medication prepared by a specially trained licensed pharmacist may be a better way to health for you. That's why people turn to Hopkinton Drug, a locally based compounding and wellness pharmacy with an extensive formulary. For over 30 years, Hopkinton Drug's experienced and knowledgeable staff have been creating customized compounded medications that meet patient-specific needs. Go to the compounding pharmacy that you can trust and adheres to strict safety standards. Whether it's Lyme disease or mold illness, thyroid or hormone replacement therapy, pediatrics or dermatology, Hopkinton Drug can do it. Shipping is available nationwide. Call 800-439-4441 or go to rxandhealth.com. Hopkinton Drug, compounds with care.
Attention investors, stocks got you sideways? Worried about interest rates or recession? Not earning a consistent 18 to 21% on your money? Then diversify into Class A income properties for cash flow and equity profits. National Realty's Class A Property Fund includes only prime income producing new construction properties built far below market value. You're secured, you're diversified with income from multiple properties paying you. You're prioritized in cash flow ahead of us, and substantial bank appraised equity on prime property backs you. National has a 12-year track record of proven success with over $800 million of property under management and hundreds of repeat accredited investors. Prime Brooklyn, Hoboken, West New York, and Delray Beach income properties support you. Stop losses, diversify from stocks, and get secured returns consistently. Call now for free information. Call 201-210-2727. That's 201-210-2727. An offer to buy or sell any security is only made by our private placement memorandum. Read it first and invest wisely. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. National is a real estate development firm. See us at nria.net.
Hi, this is Joel Johnson from the program Money Wisdom right here on WRKO, the voice of Boston. Money Wisdom, we talk about your money, investments, retirement, estate planning, taxes, all of the things that go into you having a successful financial future. Whether you're already retired or getting close to retirement, tune in Sunday morning, 7 a.m., WRKO, the voice of Boston.
What's the biggest surprise reported by small business owners? No question, it's all the regulations and administrative responsibilities they have as business owners, especially payroll. Payroll is complex and time-consuming, and mistakes can mean tax trouble for you and your small business. Sure Payroll makes it fast and easy. Pay employees, contractors, and yourself in minutes from your computer or mobile device. Just enter wage information, and Sure Payroll does the rest. Federal, state, and local payroll taxes are accurately calculated and filed, guaranteed. Pay employees using direct deposit or checks you print yourself. If you need help, Sure Payroll's award-winning U.S.-based customer service is there, even on weekends and evenings. And there's no contract. More time for you, less time on payroll and taxes. For 2 months of free payroll, visit surepayroll.com now or call 800-884-1404. That's 800-884-1404. 800-884-1404. surepayroll.com.
Harvard Art and Frame, Boston's oldest framing company, does it all, from restoring and framing your ancestors' photos to framing the sneakers you wore while running the Boston Marathon. They'll work with you or your business to refresh those walls. Harvard Art and Frame will beat any competitor's pricing, and right now, when you get one piece framed, you'll get half off the second. And mention WRKO for a $50 gift certificate to use on a future purchase. 2 locations, Charlestown and Route 1 South in Saugus. Off-hour appointments welcome. HarvardArtandFrame.com.
Hey guys, it's Grace from the Howie Carr Show. Don't miss the show today at 3 p.m. because we're going to be talking about the shutdown, the State of the Union, and, of course, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's take on Venezuela. Don't miss the show today at 3 p.m.
Cooner, morning 6 to 10.
They don't have the right to do this.
VB, right now. WRKO.
But I do my best work when the weather's hot. I'm pretty good at drinking beer.
617-266-6868. It's VB. Lightning's playing that for a reason. We did not know this until, was it Norm in Boston, I think, that pointed out to us that it is National Beer Can Appreciation Day today.
I didn't know that either.
We knew it was National Peanut Butter, or it was Peanut Butter Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
So I'll take part in that a little bit later on. I will
You didn't like peanut butter.
Are you out of your mind?
Then that's okay.
This thing is more peanut butter than anything.
Oh, I
and I'm
love
pointing
peanut butter
to my
too.
belly.
Well, then who doesn't like peanut butter? There's
My
somebody
wife's
near
big
us.
gripe with me, if she could change anything about me, well, there's a couple things, but I'll give you the number one. Is she is repulsed by when I do a peanut butter and crackers, how much peanut butter I put on cracker. If we're doing like 10 crackers, say, the amount I put on one is the amount that she puts on 10, and she's revolted by me.
So you go through like an entire jar of peanut butter in one sitting?
Oh, I could easy, yeah.
Yeah. You do that like organic peanut butter though, right? The natural.
I do Teddy peanut butter.
Yeah.
That's great. That's it. None.
Yeah, that's what I
don't
thought.
need anything else. Teddy's great.
Like you're not doing.
Boom. It's peanuts and salt, and that's it.
Yeah, there's no sugar added.
I don't need
that
nothing in it. I just need actual peanut butter. On rare occasion, I'll make it myself too. But
really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It just doesn't save me money, so there's no reason to. But
yeah.
Regardless, we digress. It's National
Yep.
Beer Can Appreciation Day. I did not know that. Top of the head, stream of consciousness. Let's go quickly. We got.
Donald Trump against humanity.
Sea level rise is happening. That's a scientific fact.
And this man is wrecking the planet.
Low-lying countries such as the Marshall Islands would disappear entirely.
The world will be a mess.
Donald Trump may have doomed the planet.
In this season of stock market turmoil, it makes a lot of sense to have a properly diversified portfolio. Any properly balanced portfolio must include gold and silver. Concerns are growing that investors' portfolios may not remain at the record levels of 2018. What goes up must come down. Combine that with the increasing risk of holding U.S. dollars as our government falls further into debt, and you need to protect yourself. Throughout history, gold and silver have been the best ways to protect oneself against inflation, as well as the most effective hedge against market volatility. My friends at Orion Metal Exchange are a nationwide investment firm with more than 30 years of precious metals experience. Orion Metal Exchange is rated a top precious metals firm by the magazines Consumer Affairs and Retirement Living. I trust Orion Metal Exchange for all my precious metal needs, and you should too. I recommend giving them a call today at 800-912-2300. Don't spend any more sleepless nights worrying about your investments. See what Orion Metals can do for you. 800-912-2300. That's 800-912-2300. Have you noticed your parents are becoming hard of hearing and keep saying, "What did you say?" Are you experiencing hearing loss? Hearing Help Express can help with FDA-registered hearing aids. Go to hearinghelp.com and use promo code Howie to get FDA-registered hearing aids for $75 down and $50 a month. Stop missing out on conversations and start hearing again. Go to hearinghelp.com and use promo code Howie to get FDA-registered hearing aids for $75 down and $50 a month.
Do you want to lose weight but have no idea where to begin? The Fast Start Diet, a 3-day weight loss plan, is the answer. 3 days of nutritionally balanced, calorie-restricted meals delivered right to your door. No shopping, no measuring, and no cooking. Everything is prepared for you and ready to eat at home or on the go.
Fast Start Diet works. Get yours on Amazon or faststartdiet.com. Use promo code HowieSave. That's HowieSave for 10% off your first box.
Check out Howie's trending stories at HowieCarShow.com. Brought to you by Orion Metals. That's HowieCarShow.com.
Today's poll question is brought to you by Hearing Help Express. Go to hearinghelp.com and use promo code Howie to get FDA-registered hearing aids for $75 down and $50 a month. Go to hearinghelp.com and use promo code Howie. Steve, what's the poll question? What are the results thus far?
Should President Trump go ahead with his State of the Union address despite Nancy Pelosi's objections?
Yes, he should.
98% say yes, Howie.
Madam Speaker, tear down this wall in the front door of the House chambers. All right. The 978 says the police corruption will only get worse now that Tal Duvall has been reelected. He will let them do whatever they want, as if he wasn't before. At least Small Duvall would have feigned disappointment and shock and oversight. Tal D will just play dumb. Heck, he won't even express his disappointment anymore. Beaver State Finian, maybe he hit Kojak, Leah Gendoso's mutt.
So driving is okay, but driving without a seatbelt is bad. Okay, yeah, exactly. 8-4. By the way, we don't want to put down all cops, and it's not all the state cops that are bad. And the Boston police did a fantastic job on this missing woman that was apparently taken against her will after she left a bar in Faneuil Hall, or near Faneuil Hall. The cops just went door to door in the Bunker Hill housing project. They knew that's where she was headed. It appears she was, and she'd been taken against her will. They knew it from the surveillance footage. So of the process that led to the suspect's arrest, Victor Pena, 39, and to Ambrose's, the woman, Olivia Ambrose's recovery, Police Commissioner Gross described extensive canvassing and said, "We knocked on doors and we knocked on doors and we knocked on doors. We did not force entry. The suspect opened the door and then we observed the victim." So they did a fantastic job, the Boston cops. And this is what cops are supposed to do. They're not supposed to be talking about running over a muskrat. They're supposed to be, actually, doing legwork and rescuing innocent people rather than covering up whatever was covered up once again by the state police. And the governor doesn't, like the texter says, the governor doesn't even bother to express his disappointment. Got a call? Gary, you're next with Howie Carr. Go ahead, Gary.
Yeah, Howie, the story about the state police, there was something similar that happened in 2005 up here in Haverhill. If you Google it, I won't say the person's name, but if you Google Haverhill cops cover up another state trooper's crash, it was a high-ranking state trooper, and this state trooper, rear-ended two people all together and left the scene. And then he hit like a tree, and he was spinning his tires. They had to pull the person out. And so anyways, if you were to Google it and read the article, the cop claimed on his insurance claim that he was taking cough syrup at the time. He wasn't drinking. And it was all groomed. Ridiculous.
Cough syrup.
Cough syrup.
I guess, Gary, that's why now you have to produce your driver's license when you go to the drugstore to buy cough syrup, right? Or some kinds anyway.
But I'm sure a state trooper probably doesn't have to do show a driver's license. I mean, it's crazy. They have laws on the books for the working people, and then the connected people. They get right. Howie, you should do an investigation on how many state reps have any points against them on insurance-wise, or how many state troopers have any points against them altogether. We, the working people, get stuck with all these stupid surcharges altogether.
I agree. I mean, that's why I don't want anything more on the books that'll lead to surcharges, whether it's the cell phone ban or the seatbelt violation being a reason to stop you. Hey, by the way, the cops have these computers in their cars, right? And when they're tailing you to see, they check your driver's your license plate. I mean, what's the difference between that and being on a cell phone? Is there I don't think there's any difference whatsoever. Is that going to be against the law now too? I'll be back in Boston tomorrow. See you then. I'm Howie Carr.
Hi there. I'm Sanford Hills, the newest product offering by your friends at Matthews Brothers. When people first meet me, they invariably resort to framing assumptions. Some only consider my structural test results, a remarkable performance grade 50 without upgrades, and assume I'm an aluminum frame window. Others look at my thermal performance numbers, Energy Star 6.0 with traditional glazing, as well as triple glazing options, and they assume me to be a PVC frame window. But I'm here today to declare that I self-identify as a wood window. After all, my traditional 1 3/4 sash members, my available hidden tilt latches, my historically accurate mutton bars, sill nosing, and casing options all... Hi there. You don't know me yet. My name's Sanford Hills Matthews. I don't quite know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal. I'm the youngest of the 3 original brothers, and by far, I'm the most beautiful, most talented, most awesome of all my siblings. At least that's what Mom always told me. And my good friends at Matthews Brothers must agree, since they named their newest product line after me. You can't blame them. After all, I'm protected by 4 pending patents and boast performance grade 50 structural ratings without upgrades, thank you very much. I have a massive 4 9/16" master frame, and take a gander at my 1 3/4" sash members. Pretty impressive, huh? And what about the Energy Star 6.0 thermal performance from my 3/4" dual glaze, or my Superstar performance from the 1 1/8" triple glazed options, or my available hidden tilt latches, my optional exterior casings and wood-based interior? Not too shabby, I'd say, and Mom would agree. I look good. I mean, really good. Hey everyone, come and see how good I look, but only at Better Lumber Yards and Window Professionals, or on the web at MatthewsBrothers.com. Matthews Brothers with 1 T, America's oldest window manufacturer.
This is a Real Estate Minute, brought to you by Elizabeth Crampton at FineBostonLiving.com.
I'm here with Christina from Chestnut Grove Design Group. They service all of New England, and Christina is an interior designer, and she can help you get your home ready to put on the market. Christina, what's your philosophy on paint colors when you're getting a home ready for sale?
The most important thing with paint colors is really to just neutralize any really bright or gaudy or very taste-specific types of paint colors that you might have in your home. It's best to just kind of keep those more warm, light, inviting, and again, neutral.
What do you tell people if they say, well, this is the way my house has always been, this is my own personal style?
Well, you know, I'm very upfront. I'll let them know that it might turn off some buyers and they might not get top dollar for their home if they're not going to be willing to be flexible and change some things to try and get the best sale.
This has been a Real Estate Minute brought to you by Elizabeth Crampton. Contact her at 781-389-4400.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
In your pre-law enforcement career as a drug dealer, Trooper, what was your profit margin on that 100-plus pounds of standard-grade weed that you personally sold?
I was making at least $200 a pound.
But weren't you making a lot more selling the Primo stuff, high bud, the so-called hydroponic cannabis?
A lot more, $600 or $700.
As a drug dealer, you yourself were doing a lot of drugs, right? In addition to smoking marijuana, how often?
Basically every day. I use Xanax, Wellbutrin, possibly Vicodin. The Xanax I would take for sleep. Wellbutrin I would take for depression.
What about when the G-men ask you about the dates of certain crimes that you committed?
See, I'm afraid to actually state dates because I don't want to get perjurized for something I don't recall correctly.
We just got out of the worst December for stocks since the Great Depression. Did you hear from your financial advisor? Are you nervous about your financial future? Hi, I'm Joe Ruffino, Director of Research and Portfolio Manager at Goodman Advisory Group. Here at Goodman Advisory Group, we use our own proprietary programming, including our risk management system, which may help ease your market worries, and our daily tax loss harvesting system that may help you reduce or mitigate tax consequences. We would be happy to scrutinize your portfolio to look for opportunities that other advisors may have missed. Call today for your free portfolio analysis. Give us a call at 800-267-6500. That's 800-267-6500. 800-267-6500.
Better strap yourself in. It's time for the Howie Carr Show.
Thank you, Tom Cochran. That's an applause line. The American people elected a House majority that would, that's an applause line, to end discrimination against LGBT community. And that is, here they are. Infrastructure, innovation, inclusion.
Live from the Matthews Brothers Studios.
Wilbur Ross saying he doesn't understand why. When he was asked about people going into food lines and pantries and the rest, he says he doesn't understand why. I don't know, is this the let them eat cake kind of attitude? And yes, they have offered some things to the middle class, but they're like crumbs compared to the banquet. The speaker said that one of his constituents was getting $1.50 a week, and that means $60 a year, and it could help pay for her Costco admissions fee or something. I think that was an admission of crumminess myself.
Who's your captain? Howie Carr.
What would your message be?
Resign. I must tell you, we don't pay much attention to the advice that Secretary Kerry is providing to our administration. We're doing our best to clean up the failures that occurred on his watch.
Unchained and unstoppable.
You were a veteran. You served in the Marine Corps. Some have said that you were a Vietnam veteran. I don't believe you have said that.
I'm a Vietnam vet.
You served in the Marines at the time that Vietnam was going on, but you did not serve overseas.
What I've always said is I've never stepped foot in South Vietnam. And I don't know how much clearer can that be? I don't talk much about my Vietnam times.
Rump swabs, hacks, and moonbats beware. It's Howie Carr.
Senator Blumenthal feels his pain. That's all I can say. That's Warren Stannard, as he was known as in the days when he wasn't serving in Vietnam. Now he's known as Warren Phillips. 844-500-4242. That is the toll-free number of the Howie Carr Show. If you would like to join us here this afternoon, every weekday afternoon, we have another action-packed show today, I hope, and hope you'll stay with us throughout the day. Again, the number, if you want to call us, is 844-500-4242. And I still want to say a few more things about what's going on with Covington Catholic before we talk about the State of the Union. Well, number one, BuzzFeed is laying off 15% of its workforce.
This is so incredibly significant.
Yeah, I know. 15%. And the other thing is, BuzzFeed, as we sometimes forget, is at least partially owned by NBC. They dumped $400 million into BuzzFeed and some related fake news sites a few years
As far
back.
as BuzzFeed, which is a failing pile of garbage.
But now the mothership, NBC, has gotten into the fake news business. Did you hear about this one? About the high school? They've been running a story now. This was the headline: Gay valedictorian banned from speaking at Covington graduation, not surprised by D.C. controversy. Okay? A few problems with this. The gay valedictorian, he was not allowed to speak at the high school graduation because he turned in the speech late, and a woman graduate was also not allowed to speak because she turned in her speech late. And it was also political. It was a diatribe about Parkland High School. But the more significant part of it is, it says Covington High School. Apparently there are 2 Catholic high schools in Covington, Kentucky. There's Covington Catholic and there's Holy Cross High School. And this gay guy, who was not allowed to speak, he was not a graduate of Covington Catholic. He was a graduate of Holy Cross High School.
Very fake news.
This is unbelievable. I mean, it's not unbelievable. I mean, it's very believable, but it's really inexcusable. And so what they keep saying, so the NBC News